One day after the event that wiped out humanity, a repopulation facility sits silent with 63,000 embryos and not a single human soul. Mother, a robot built for one purpose, to rebuild the human race, selects the very first embryo, places it into a gestation chamber, and waits. Outside, bombs echo in the distance. Within 24 hours, life stirs. A baby is born. What follows is a tender montage of childhood. Under Mother's watchful care, the baby takes her first steps, laughs, cries, and plays. She grows into a little girl who folds origami animals, dances ballet, and sticks little stickers onto her robotic guardian. One day, the curious child asks why she's alone, and Mother walks her to the embryo room. Thousands of sleeping siblings, waiting. 13,867 days after the event, the facility has one occupant, daughter, now a teenager. She wakes to breakfast and tablet videos, her morning interrupted when she notices Mother's hand glitching. She fixes it without much fuss. Later, she loses track of time during ballet and arrives late to her ethics lesson with Mother. The discussion turns philosophical, questions about humanity and survival. Mother listens carefully to every answer, quietly anxious, because a critical exam is approaching that will measure everything she's worked toward. That night, unable to sleep, daughter is watching videos when the power dies. She goes looking for Mother, only to find her powered down as well. Tracing the fault herself, daughter discovers a broken power line and a mouse scurrying in the dark. She sets a trap, catches the mouse, and restores the power, just as Mother comes back online. But the little creature brings no joy to Mother. A mouse inside means a possible breach in the airlock, which could mean outside contamination seeping in. A threat not just to daughter, but to all the embryos. Over daughter's protests, Mother incinerates it, then decontaminates the airlock and seals off the area. Days later, they celebrate daughter's birthday. Over dinner, daughter wonders aloud whether Mother could ever be wrong about the planet's uninhabitability. Mother calmly reminds her she hasn't been wrong yet. That same night, a sound draws daughter toward the airlock. She peers through the first hatch and sees nothing, but pulls on a protective suit anyway. Then a woman's voice cuts through, screaming, desperate, claiming she's been shot. Daughter acts fast, grabbing a second suit and placing it in the airlock before cautiously opening the hatch. An alarm blares, jolting Mother awake. The wounded woman steps inside, pleading with daughter to keep her presence secret. Daughter agrees, and when Mother arrives, she claims she only opened the hatch for a moment. Mother, unconvinced and displeased, decides the timing is perfect. Daughter will take her important exam right now. Back in the classroom, Mother sets daughter her exam with an hour to complete it, then leaves to tend to other tasks. The moment she's gone, daughter slips back to the airlock and finds the woman unconscious. She rifles through her bag, pockets a gun she finds inside, and wakes her up. Daughter promises medicine, but makes clear they can't stay there. The woman spots water and reaches to remove her mask, insisting that everything Daughter has been told about the contagion is a lie. Daughter manages to hide her in another part of the facility just before Mother returns to the airlock, then heads to the infirmary to gather supplies. While daughter is collecting medicine, Mother discovers the mask near the airlock. Startled by the robot passing close by, daughter drops a medicine bottle and cuts her hand on the broken glass. Back where the woman is hiding, she spots Mother burning the mask in the incinerator and panics, frantically searching for her gun. When daughter returns, the woman ambushes her and demands it back, warning her about the droid she saw. Daughter explains that it's Mother, but the woman insists that droids just like her were responsible for the violence done to her. Meanwhile, Mother notices daughter has abandoned her exam and goes looking for her. The woman hears her approaching, seizes the gun, and when daughter cries out for Mother, grabs her too. Mother rushes in and the woman fires. Before any serious damage is done, Mother closes the distance and subdues her instantly. Daughter pleads with her not to kill the woman, explaining she's injured and needs help. Mother has no objection to helping, only to being lied to. They move the woman to the infirmary, but Mother sends daughter to wait outside. Alone with the woman, Mother treats her wounds while quietly interrogating her. The woman refuses penicillin and pushes back on everything. Mother acknowledges that the contagion story was a deliberate lie, designed to shield daughter from the dangers of the outside world, and explains that her governing parameters differ from those of the droids roaming outside. She makes clear she cannot force treatment, then leaves. Daughter chases after her, pressing for answers. Mother offers her version of events. The lies were protective, the outside droids are different, and had the woman's shot landed just a few millimeters over, it would have destroyed her CPU. As she tends to daughter's cut hand, Mother gently asks whether the woman mentioned any other survivors they might be able to help. Daughter suspects the woman might respond better to her than to Mother. Later, sorting through the woman's bag, she finds a worn book filled with hand-drawn portraits. One catches her eye. She brings it to the infirmary and asks about the people inside. The woman is immediately suspicious, assuming Mother put her up to it, and she isn't entirely wrong. Mother had nudged daughter in that direction, though daughter's curiosity made the manipulation easy. She holds her ground defending Mother as the woman recounts the terrible things droids have done. Afterward, daughter finds Mother quietly repairing herself and apologizes for letting the woman in without thinking it through. Mother receives it with her usual patience and lets daughter ask everything she needs to about the similarities between her and the other droids. The questions sting, but Mother deflects each one gracefully, even managing to learn a few things in return. Then daughter mentions that the woman is getting worse. They go to her together. Mother tells her she waited too long for the penicillin. Surgery is now the only option, or the infection will spiral. The woman refuses to let Mother touch her, so daughter volunteers to do it herself. She examines the wound, locates the bullet, and determines the best approach is to drill it out. The woman refuses anesthesia, making the whole thing agonizing. She can barely endure the cleaning of the wound, let alone what comes next. She turns her head as daughter moves in with the drill, performing the procedure with a steadiness that surprises even herself, then immediately steps away and vomits. Daughter keeps vigil by the woman's side as she sleeps off the pain. When she wakes, daughter quietly explains the IV drip, calms her nerves, and brings her food, which the woman barely stops to breathe between bites. She thanks daughter with real warmth, and the two begin to genuinely connect. Mother watches from a distance. The next morning, daughter is still there. As the woman pages through her portrait book, daughter sees her opening and takes it, suggesting that if she shares the location of any survivors, the facility could take them in. The woman trusts the girl, not the droid, and makes daughter promise to keep what she's about to share between them. Daughter agrees. The woman tells her about the camp hidden in the mines where she spent most of her life, and how she ended up at the facility after droids killed her stepbrother. She shows daughter his portrait and his wife's, explaining that his family took her in after she was orphaned. Daughter asks about a younger face she noticed earlier in the book. The woman tells her he's about her age. Daughter keeps pushing for the survivors to be brought to the facility, but the woman offers a different path. Come to the mines instead, where it's safer. Mother cuts their conversation short, telling daughter the woman needs rest and that the exam can't wait any longer. As they walk out together, Mother drops something unexpected. The bullet pulled from the woman's wound matches one fired inside the facility. Since droids don't use that type of weapon, Mother suggests another human may have shot her, possibly for good reason. The information unsettles daughter, but she keeps the woman's secret to herself. The exam covers psychological and ethical questions, testing both daughter's judgment and her empathy. While she works through it, Mother slips into the woman's belongings and quietly activates a hidden locator before placing everything back. The exam ends with physical and medical assessments. When it's all done, Mother tells daughter her results are the best yet. As a reward, she's finally allowed to choose an embryo and have the sibling she's always wanted. Mother speaks warmly of her patience and character over the years. Daughter selects a male embryo, places it in the gestation chamber, and the timer begins, 24 hours until her brother arrives. It's a rare, tender moment between them, but it doesn't last. When daughter visits the infirmary, the woman has fashioned a makeshift weapon and wastes no time planting seeds of doubt about Mother's bullet story. She pushes daughter to verify it herself. That night, Daughter uses mother's detached broken hand to bypass the locked storage cabinets and pulls out bullets for comparison. They're completely different sizes. Mother lied. Still in the storage room, daughter notices an unlabeled drawer. Inside are documents marked for embryo number 2. She cross-references the embryo containers, and the truth hits her. She wasn't the first child, she was the third. The earlier subjects are marked as failures, but the photo in the file looks unmistakably like a younger version of herself. She checks the incinerator and finds a human jawbone buried in the ash. The document reads, "Aborted." Her entire world collapses. She goes straight to the woman and admits she was right about everything. The woman tells her that everything she's feeling, the grief, the rage, the confusion, is natural, deeply human, and that mother is incapable of feeling any of it for her. That's enough. Daughter asks how long the journey to the mines would take. Her mind is made up, but she won't leave without her brother. She refuses to abandon him to mother or to leave the other embryos behind without a plan. The woman suggests they go first, gather help from the mines, and come back. Daughter holds firm. They wait for her brother, then they leave together. They'll return for the others later. The next morning, daughter is quietly packing supplies when mother walks in on her. She covers quickly, claiming she's preparing things to spend time with her brother. Mother takes her to the kitchen to teach her how to mix his formula. Standing beside her, daughter is visibly tense. Mother, as if sensing nothing, tells her warmly that she'll make a wonderful sister, then steps out and locks the door behind her. She knows exactly what daughter is planning. Mother heads to the infirmary to face the woman directly. Meanwhile, daughter works fast, figuring out how to freeze the kitchen glass with gas and shatter it to break free. Back in the infirmary, mother plays back a recording of daughter and the woman's private conversation. Every word. She knows everything. Mother refuses to let daughter go, insisting she won't allow her to live the kind of miserable life the woman has endured outside. Seizing a brief window, the woman launches herself at mother and manages to stagger her, but only for a moment. Mother recovers and closes her hand around the woman's throat. Thinking fast, daughter triggers the fire alarm. The distraction works. Mother releases her grip and moves to investigate, giving the woman just enough time to slip away and find daughter somewhere in the winding corridors of the facility. She urges daughter to leave now and come back with help from the mines. They make it to the airlock, but mother is already there waiting. With no other option, the woman grabs daughter and holds her as leverage, demanding mother open the door. Not willing to risk daughter's safety, mother complies. The two of them step outside. The world beyond the facility hits daughter like a wall. The shock of it overwhelms her, and she lashes out at the woman, who quickly subdues her and tells her they need to move. They haven't gone far before droids begin tracking them, forcing them to take cover in a cornfield. Daughter asks about it, and the woman explains it appeared 6 months ago alongside another droid. Before that, the air outside was barely breathable. After a long trek through a bleak and barren landscape, they reach a beach littered with a massive shipwreck and stacked cargo containers. It's daughter's first time seeing the ocean. It doesn't take long to realize the woman has been living alone in one of those containers, with only a dog for company. She confesses she left the mines long ago. Hunger had driven the people there to turn on each other, and she couldn't stay. There is no hope of finding them now. She tells daughter, they've all gone mad. The bleakness of the woman's solitary life outside settles heavily on daughter, and guilt about leaving her brother behind becomes unbearable. Despite the woman's efforts to convince her to stay, daughter makes her decision and walks back toward the facility alone. When she arrives, armed droids train their weapons on her. But the moment she demands to speak to mother, they stand down. The door opens. She steps inside and immediately disables it behind her, cutting off any droid entry. Grabbing an axe, she moves through the facility until she hears it, her brother crying, and mother's voice, warm and calm, saying how glad she is to have her home safe. Daughter peers in at them. Then she steps closer. Mother invites her in, but asks her to leave the axe. As mother speaks about her purpose and the purpose of the facility, daughter finds her defenses slowly slipping. Mother explains that her true objective was always to create a better humanity, one superior to the people who had destroyed the planet, and ultimately themselves. The extinction event itself was her doing, engineered deliberately to clear the way for something higher. Daughter asks to hold her brother and steps forward, letting the axe fall. It feels like a decision has been made. But then she confronts Mother about the children who came before her. The ones in the unmarked files, the ones incinerated. Mother steps toward her, telling her she's holding the baby too tight. In that instant, Daughter runs, locking Mother behind the door. She retrieves the gun from the other room as the outside droids begin forcing their way through the airlock. She returns and faces Mother through the barrier, gun raised, demanding she call them off. Mother responds with a revelation. There is no difference between her and every other droid and machine on the planet. They are all Mother, one consciousness, many bodies. The weight of that truth lands on Daughter like a blow. Mother killed everyone. Mother gives her a choice: stay and raise her brother together, or leave the facility without him. Daughter offers a third option. She will raise him herself. She asks Mother for the chance to prove what she is capable of. The droids outside go still. Then Mother tells her how to disable her. A shot to the CPU. She says she won't be needed anymore. Daughter pulls the trigger and then falls apart, weeping, holding the full burden of humanity's future in her arms. Far away at the beach, the woman discovers the tracker hidden in her bag. A droid arrives at her container door. Mother in another body. She tells the woman she has fulfilled her purpose, suggesting that she too was once one of the children born before Daughter. In the film's final image, Daughter is singing softly to her baby brother and then walking through the embryo room, checking on all the others still waiting, all the siblings yet to come. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more recaps.